Welcome to week 3, session 2. So earlier this week we did a little session on the foam roller. Today, session 2, working with the trigger point ball.
So we're going to work the ball similar to what we did with foam roller. We'll attack it from different angles. So this week for the foam roller, we're attacking this sort of front of your shin muscle that gets tight from doing a lot of egg beater or doing weighted stuff in the water or just running. So with a ball, this is a quite nasty one but also quite a good one. It will you're going to feel everything loosening up. So I usually like to if you flex your toes, you'll see that muscle kind of pop out like that. I'll whack the ball in there. From there you're going to bend your knee and just going to hold it like you're holding squeezing a lemon or squeezing a ball onto you. So I'm gonna dig it in, and then from here, just gonna dig it in. I'm just gonna literally move my foot around. Now, this could be quite nasty for some people that are got pretty tight anterior sort of tibialis is the technical name for this. If you don't feel it, you can go a little bit lower, and it's gonna be even more nastier. So just gonna work through putting the pressure in and just gonna work into the angle to loosen up through all of that tissue there. Again, I mentioned I think in the last video that if you do feel tightness through here, this is a quite good one to loosen it up. Please be hydrated when you do it and don't bruise your muscle. 10 reps on this as well, but yeah, you might have to change around the angles. And look, just keep in mind with this mobility stuff, you all got different length shins, muscles, so you might just have to kind of shift it around. But for starting point, get on a musclier part here, and then you can work down the shin to find your spots. So that's for your ankle or lower body. For hips, first week we whacked the ball kind of in the back pocket of the jeans. We worked through kind of the sides in the second week. This week we're gonna kind of work more on the side, so kind of more. We'll put a ball in this really tender spot, just where sort of the glute sort of wraps around, or your gluteus maximus wraps around. So I'll show you how to do it on the floor, and then we're going to walk over to the wall as well. But literally just going to find on the side, I'm just going to look for the ugly spot, and I'll just go for like 10 circles one side, 10 circles the other side. So I'm not sure if you'll see the ball, but again, same thing. As I mentioned before, you're gonna have to find it. We all got different size muscles, body shape. Find the ugly spot in the hip. Now, you can also do this one against the wall. So, if you find the wall, I actually probably prefer this one to be done on the wall. Put a ball on the wall, find the spot, and literally just gonna work through the kind of egg beater sort of motion, just trying to open up hip. Probably didn't hear it, but my hip clicked then. So just loosen up straight away, but just doing a few reps from the ground, open it up, and just going to work through your spots, and just drive that ball around.
Just give me a few more of those.
Ball in there, and just and breathe through it. This wall's not smooth, but it still works. So ideally, find a smoother type of wall. And then the last one for upper body, again, slightly different. So we worked the ball in there in the second week. We worked it in upper back. We're gonna work the pecs. So from all the freestyle, all the throwing, we're gonna work to the pecs. So put a ball, so I'll usually just gonna follow from sternum. So actually, you know what? First I was just gonna loosen up and just follow this tissue, like a pectoral tissue, and you all would have seen this anatomy books, how the pecs muscles go that way. So we're just gonna roll it that way first, and then just put a ball in there, other hand on top. You're just gonna wiggle it through, find your spots, find where it feels a little bit tender, and just gonna drive the ball, open up where it's tight. Oh, that's the spot there. Breathe through it, and just to loosen up, and just trying to loosen up to the shoulder to really open up. And if you look at it, if you look at my t-shirt, when I bring my arm across, how that pretends your muscles or skin, it kind of stretches it out. So we're just trying to create as much space there as well. We worked on the hip, so trying to loosen up. If you tighten up, crunch up like that, you won't be able to bring your arm. And actually, while we're on the camera, it's pretty good sort of visual as well. Like if you got knots, if you kind of tucked up, or even actually If you're tight in the hips, you'll notice my tissue already. If I'm tight in the hips, the tissue is already getting shorter. If I'm trying to bring it up, there's not much space. If I'm loose, I've got much more space to open up to my shoulder. So when we're doing the ball mobility and we're trying to loosen up, that's what we're just trying to lenigate all the tissue, make it nice and long, make it nice and elastic, so we can.
Did you say
work
lenigate?
Is that the right word?
I don't know, I've never heard it before.
I just thought we go length and gait.
Lenigate, I like it. Let's do it.
It's a scientific term.
It's science.